Yes, my name is Zan. Zan as in the Zantac, which is good for digestion. Zan as in Zantel, which is good for an ointment. And Zan as in Zanfel, which is good for poison ivy. And then there's a new one that came out that's saying Zantrux, Treux, which is supposed to be good also for weight losing weight, all that. You know, I looked up the origin of my name. It says Zan is come from the Greek word that means concern for others. And God damn it, they are using my name. Everything I just said means I'm concerned. They use my name to make all kinds of health commodities. You know, all the women I flew around are bisexual. I had to buy them something before I could have love with them. And a friend of mine gave birth to twin girls, identical twin girls, and she named the first one Kate. I said, what you gonna name the second one? Duplicate. Now, you know, economy is so bad these days that a friend of mine wanted to have a honeymoon up in Niagara Falls. He and his wife wanted a honeymoon in Niagara Falls. They couldn't afford it, so they went to a car wash instead. Niagara Falls, yes, Niagara, Viagra. They both sound alike. Viagra is for love making, and then the libido thing, and Niagara is the falls up there in upstate New York in Canada. You know, they both sound alike, and they both have one thing in common. They both make things fall. I use Viagra, 300 milligrams of Viagra, and it still didn't do me any good. I still had a falling in my private area. Now, that's two things they got in common. Niagara Falls and then Viagra Falls, both of them fall. Now, you know, education, education just terrible these days. A 6-year-old boy in a school about 2 months ago shot his teacher. The teacher did live, she didn't die. Then things are just bad with the reading, writing, and arithmetic has been replaced with rappers and rubbers and weeds and all that stuff. That's a shame. Now, I saw a movie recently called The Tender Bar with Ben Affleck. Do you know they had a 7, 8-year-old boy in that movie using the F word, and that's a darn shame when the Hollywood studios got to use a 7-year-old boy to use the F word when they should be teaching that boy his ABCs. You know, I thought about suicide myself, but see, the reason I haven't done it is this. I was told that if you commit suicide, you go to hell. Hell, this is hell right here on earth, isn't it? Anyway, and I don't know if there's a devil down there, but I don't want no devil poking this fork in my rear end, chasing me around. I don't know, because nobody knows what happens to your soul once you die. Even the Vatican and the Pope in Rome don't know where you go, what happens to your spirit and your body once your body is buried and decomposed. Yeah, that's... Yes. This is the time stamp. The time stamp that you saw in all those Buzzley Berkeley movies. And this is the waltz cloth, which is also part of tap dancing. Waltz cloth. The time step again. Now, the military, that's a tap dancing step 2. Here it is. Step. Now, Nicolas Cage did a movie recently about Count Dracula. Yes, and Redfield. Now, the original one was 1931, and Redfield was played by Dwight Fry, who's now deceased since 1944, and Bela Lugosi played Count Dracula. There's a scene where Redfield goes to the coffin where Count Dracula is and tries to talk to him while he's asleep. You know, he comes out at night, you know. In daytime, he has to sleep. Master! We are here, Master. We here. You can't hear me because you are asleep until sundown. You promised me spiders and rats. Yes, I want spiders and rats, all their blood. Give them to me, millions of them. Give me spiders and rats. Give me spiders and rats. Yes, the movie came out, but this is the 1931 version with Bela Lugosi playing Count Dracula and Dwight Fry, who died in 1944, playing Redfield, who becomes addicted to vampires, blood, rats, and he wants their blood and spiders. Something else.
Robin Hood saved your life.
Whoa, yes. Robin Hood did save my life. 1969, I was sitting in my apartment in New York City and watching The Adventures of Robin Hood with Errol Flynn, 1937, 1938. And at the end of the movie, there's a big swashbuckling sword fighting scene between Errol Flynn and Basil Rathbone. Now, the film had just ended where Errol Flynn kills Basil Rathbone. It's a great movie. Everybody's seen it. I stand up, and just behind me, I look. A guy was standing right in back of me with a rope in his hand. And if I hadn't stood up at the end of that movie, I think he was going to put that rope around my neck and strangle me. So I screamed, how'd you get to my apartment? Who are you? What do you want? When I screamed, he ran out of the apartment. And I said, Robin Hood saved my life, because if I had not stood up when the movie ended, I'd probably been strangled to death. All right. Thank you very much.